Hey everyone, welcome to Weekend Project. I'm Laura Lynn of the Mom and Pop Quilt Shop, and we're very happy to see you here today. Today we're continuing our monthly applique calendar from the 2002 HGTV quilt collection. They did a little thing on there, so and I'm just continuing my UFO from 17 years ago. So we're just going to plug away. We've got July and August to do. Well, I've done July. I will show you August. Just because time is crunching. And I cut out some birds, of course, because July 1st is Canada Day. I did a little maple flag up here. This one has a little carport on it. Mix and match. Do what you like and have some fun, right? That's the whole point of this whole project, okay? And bust some scraps. Like, cool house. Love the house. Okay, my favorite house. All right, so that is July, and now we're going to work on August. So I have some more of Pat's lovely little yo-yos here, which I'm going to use as bushes for the front of this house. Okay, and this is what I have for August so far. Just an example of some of the fabric I've just chosen from my strips, and I can make other things with it, and like the little birdies and stuff like that. I fussy cutted the birds so I could have like 3 birds on there. So have some fun with your fabric. So this is the house, the chimney, the clothesline with 3 pairs of pants, or 2 shorts and a pair of pants, whatever, doesn't matter. And I did a little mailbox on the side of the house, like the same one I did on this one. And I'm just going to lay out the dormer, the trees, the windows, and of course I'm going to try and lay out the best I can, because I kind of want to have 2 bushes on one side and 3 bushes on the other as I'm trying to lay out the steps, sort of thing. So we'll have to do some placement. These will probably very much go last. Okay, so I've got a nice little lovely textured blue. It's actually got a tree. There's actually many trees in it. It's trees with leaves and trees without leaves. Or needles, because I think there's pine trees in here. And I'm just going to put that there. I thought it really brought out the blue in the middle of that house. So we're going to put that first. Let's put a couple pins in. And we only got like 2 more shows to do on this, and then we'll be all done. It'll be like a whole year. Kaputz, kapatzod. This is just, wow, it's gone by so fast. Okay, all right, let's stitch that down with zigzag. Sorry. Apologize. All right, now I'm just going to go from one corner to the next. Okay, make sure I am on zigzag. Yes, I am. And I have this one set at a 0.75. And I've used some variegated thread on, was this project or maybe it was last one? I'm not sure. But this one I just have like white. I just have white going on. Sorry, I apologize. I got a tickle. Of course I do. Fine all day, go to film, start getting a tickle. Grr. I'm sorry, maybe Pop will cut that out. I hope so. All right, there we go. Hold on. Holy moly. Jeepers creepers. Now you just want to put those pins in there. If you were just doing a heat and bond, you clearly don't have to use the pins. But I am just stabilizing one side, and then of course I'm stitching down on the other. Oh, okay, I could stop on the right side of that one. Good, good, good. I'll keep stitching that dormer on. It's almost there. And then we'll work on our doors and our windows and our patio steps or the stone steps to come up to the house. Yeah, there we go. Isn't that kind of cute? I like it. I think it looks very neat. Perfect. Okay, now let's do our window. Let's put the window, because we got the door kind of going right over here. So we're going to stick this window all the way over here as much as we can, with just a little bit of house showing on the one side, because we're going to have to squish that door right over in here. We're going to lower it just a little bit. I think we'll put one pin in to hold it as we're going around, just to make sure it stays where it's supposed to be. And we'll just, again, stitch. Of course, you can use purple thread. This is a great way to bust your scrappy threads. Like I said, I have a lot from doing hemming bridesmaids dresses and grad dresses and prom dresses and, you know, flower girls and so on and so forth. So I have a lot of different colors and some very bright colors like peaches and pale colors and so on and so forth. So it's a great way to incorporate them in this sort of project. You could even do it as textured thread painting, like as if you wanted to make bushes in front, or, you know, like this one here, right here, you know, could have like more grass where the birdies are, and you could put grass up over here, and, you know, you could do whatever you like with your thread. You can even just use the zigzag action and back and forth, like the reverse, and go crazy. You could make all sorts of pretty art. Straight stitch back and forth, doesn't matter. All right, there we go. That's our window in. Now let's try and place our door. Let's turn it around to the front here. Now we got our little window in. That's very nice. Now we're trying to line up our house. That seems pretty good. Yeah. We'll center it a little bit better. And this is just a seashell. I knew I was going to mix up on that one. A seashell fabric, and I thought, why not? That would make a neat little, you know, textured for a door, especially for the month of August, with everybody's usually down at the beach. I don't have a beach. I'm beachless. And then just all the way around, following it. And I've got buttons for windows and doorknobs, and you know, you can put window flower beds and flower gardens, and you could add buttons for that as well. Actually, when I went to Fabricland, that's one of our local fabric stores here up in Canada, or in Canada, and they had a whole bunch of different kind of buttons. I'm looking at them and trying to get inspired about, like, what would I want to choose for all my squares? Like, what would I want to keep on there? There were some beautiful stars. I thought the stars would have been nice. There was, you know, a little critter, like a little mouse or an elephant, or there was a bunch of jungle critters. I could have, you know, bought a bag of those and spread it out throughout the blocks. I think that would have been kind of fun, especially if you're trying to do it kid style, doing a little bit of kids way. So, all right, so I have 3 different steps here, and I kind of wanted to make them gradual from coming from the front door to the side of the house. So I'm just I guess, staggering them to the point where, you know, you would think, okay, well, I got to come up here, here, and here to you know, to come to the house, right? So that works for me. Now, I think I like them there. I'm going to pin the bottom too, so they don't shift too much. I like that little bit of space of background fabric in between the steps. I think that kind of gives a little bit of a dimension. I did it on this one too with the green. And then this one, I think we'll just kind of try and hold in place. And hopefully, it looks okay. All right, now again. Now, I think on these ones here, I just zigzagged along the long side, and I was going to come back and do the short side. Just so I got it into place. But we will turn it this time around, just so we get it stitched down all the way. One more. There we go. Perfect. And of course, this is a great opportunity to use a knee lift if you have one. I have an attachment that goes right in there, but I don't use it because not a lot of people use it. And, you know, I don't mind using the lifter. I'm not broken yet. Yet. All right, a little back stitch, and then we'll work on the second little step there. Of course, this gives you a better chance to maneuver it into a position that you're more comfortable with or happy with. think I'm gonna move it this way, just so I'm not getting anywhere close to that foot or needle. And this last little step, I'm gonna try and get in here. And of course, I'm keeping my blocks at 13.5 by 13.5. They don't seem like they move too much out of square with the stitching down. That has to do a lot with the stabilizer. And if you have a thinner fabric, then I would stabilize the back as well. That's for sure. If you're doing a lot of applique, like we seem to be doing on some of these ones, and you may want to add a bit more with your accent, you know, your own little artsy touch. You know, beads, sequins, just thread painting, or even painting. You could even just paint too, right? Like if you can't find anything that's going to give you that style you're looking for, there's lots of information about fabric paints and how to paint fabric on the web, for sure. All right, there we go. Last little step. Well, that should be within the seam allowance, I hope. If not, the step will be in the seam allowance. All right, one more here. Can't believe summer is half over. It's all there. I don't want it to be. I'm not ready. I feel like it's barely just begun. How can it be over? I don't want it to be over. It's my girlfriend's party. Remember the Swiss wall hanging, the fireworks over Switzerland? It's her party this weekend, so I'm very excited. Saturday night. Well, I'll be going after the live stream. So, all right, there we go. Now, what do we have else? Oh, yes, right. Our little bushes. I was trying to figure out. Okay, now we may not use all 5 of them, but I thought if I can just kind of like put them there. And I really like the colors in these. It seemed very, very right in bloom with summer colors. And then I was going to kind of like that and that. And I was hoping it would look okay. Maybe up just a smidge. I think so. Let's give them a little pin. And then we'll just do a little straight stitch all the way around. Now you could have them this way or that way. It doesn't really matter. Maybe we'll flip them this way. You know what? I like them this way. Let's flip them this way this time around. Because the orange ones I did with the little circle down in the center. And it looked like trees. But these ones I want kind of like bushes. So we'll do it that way. It's a beautiful artistry of Pat. There we go. I'm recycling some of her doodads that she just didn't know what else to do with. She did her project. She's done. I know you kind of get there sometimes. All right, let's take a look at that. I like that. That looks really nice. All right, sewing them down. And you could do a straight stitch, do a zigzag, do whatever. I think I'm going to go to straight stitch for this one because I don't really need the zigzag to stabilize the edges at all. I'm just going to kind of hug them as much as I can and putter about. And don't forget to lift your foot as much as possible or necessary to make your progress easy and less stressful. It doesn't take too much to get sometimes a little, you know, out of whack. And you're not quite sure what happened or how it got there. That's when you post to the Mom and Pop Quilt Shop Mafia group. And we try and help you. There we go. We got buttons in the center. I can add a nice little white button or a yellow button or something like that to really bring it out, to bring out some of those colors. There we go. And then on Saturday, we actually, during our live stream, we're going to finish up the holiday table topper and, of course, draw for one of you guys to win. But you'll have to be able to type in the chat during the live stream or you can't win. Okay, all right, got the third one going here. Almost there. Just be patient. Be patient. Be patient with yourself. You know, be patient with your machine. Be patient with what you have to do to get around your project, you know. Okay, there's 3 on. These would make great wheels to a train too. I was just thinking that. Choo choo. But I thought they kind of looked like rose bushes to me, that, you know, with the pretty little colors. Looks like the colors of roses, flowers. Right, almost there. One more to go. And of course you can trim up and put any other special bits and bobs you want to add. Okay. I did stitch everything down on the clothesline, but you could have left it free like I did the quilt for a couple of months ago, or, you know, actually it was just a couple weekends ago. But for that one, you can do whatever way you like. Okay, there we go. Trim up some threads. This is a fun little project. Love getting in there and trying to figure out what for my stash of what's going to make a cute house, what's going to add some contrast and some color and some interest, and I don't want it to just be boring. There we go. Very nice. I like it. Get a nice little button for the doorknob, and then everybody will be happy in this neighborhood. That's for sure. All right, so that is July's and August. And I can't wait to see what you guys are doing. Don't forget to post it, okay? So we'll see you tomorrow on the live stream, Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern, always. And have a great weekend, okay? We'll see you later. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.